in Orchard Park, New York. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Buffalo Bills. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Allen. Incomplete. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, the pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and, you know, the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Dalvin Tomlinson drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. He'll take it at the 42. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. Thompson Robinson now. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You look at this Buffalo defense. They find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
2nd and 10. Thompson Robinson throwing here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Browns 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First carry for Nick Chubb. We'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd down and 4.
Check match.
Off the play fake, Thompson Robinson. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
His
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Moore, the man in motion. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 33. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one that he flips on the tape is I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down, Cook. 7 yards there and a first down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Breaks through the contact, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
At their own 4-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got to pin back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, there's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have them pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
1st and 10, Thompson Robinson being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Thompson Robinson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Browns' 35-yard line.
Now Allen. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Allen. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The kick by Bass is good. They'll get themselves on the board here at 14-3. It's not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd and 9. Thompson Robinson here from the gun. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they had that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw is DTR. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect him with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
On the slant, he's got Davis. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A little careless with the football. He also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. The 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
2nd and 6.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the 2nd half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
In motion right is Davis. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
As a wide out, when you take that handoff and you come around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Thompson Robinson off of play action. It's caught by Davis. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle, because it really stresses the safeties, and they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Thompson Robinson now. And he comes back with one complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Timing is so important on a route like this, because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Again, Thompson Robinson will look to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 89 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Throwing, Thompson Robinson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Gabriel Davis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They're going option play on third down. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now they send a man in motion right. Cook, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now Allen throwing on second down. Touchdown, Bills! Deebo Samuel, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. And that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
The DTR going to throw it here. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Okay, great.
Moore, the man in motion. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Taken down at the 42.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, and you have to get the ball back. Everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands. Whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet. Not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is first and 10 right now. Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
To the air, Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Fast. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They'll run with Cook. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. Touchdown! Dawson Knox from 10 yards out. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Well, we know though someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Allen will try to throw for it. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. Now second and 11 from the 32. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Thompson Robinson now to throw. That is intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Whatever's going on between his ears right now,
it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's Allen. That's complete. It's Cook. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
2nd and 6 coming up. Throwing, Allen. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today, and really